Carleton.
The Prime Minister promised that his deficit would be tiny, temporary, and $10 billion. It was none of those three things. In fact, it's now 3 times what he promised, and according to his own finance department, it will continue until the year 2045. The Prime Minister has failed to keep his promise, and he has failed to indicate when the budget will finally be balanced. Will he tell us today?
Honourable Minister of Finance.
Speaker, we promised Canadians that we would move forward on a plan to invest in Canadians, to invest in Canadian families, to invest in the middle class. That is exactly what we've done. Coming on 3 years, what's happened as a result of that plan? Those investments have put more money in Canadians' pockets. Family of 4, an average family of 4, middle-class family, in 2019 will be $2,000 better off than they were in 2015. That's the kind of impact that we've made on families, which has made a measurable impact on our economy in a positive way. We will continue to invest in Canadian families. We will continue to have confidence in our future.
The honourable member for Carleton.
Well, that's not true. We know that the average Canadian family is paying $800 more in income tax, and that's even before the carbon tax and the higher payroll taxes take effect. The question was about the deficit. In fact, by 2021, only 3 years from now, the government will be spending more on debt interest than we currently spend on health transfers. That's higher taxes in exchange for absolutely nothing.
Wow.
Will the Finance Minister tell us when will the budget be balanced?
Honourable Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, I will continue to tell Canadians that we know that it's critically important that we invest in a positive future in our country. Those investments have made an enormous difference for Canadians. And as I said, the facts are clear. We put in place measures that not only lowered middle-class taxes, but they helped families with the Canada Child Benefit that's made an enormous difference. So that measurable difference, that's making a difference for our economy, that's going to allow us to continue to be effective in terms of helping middle-class families. That will continue to be our agenda.
Honourable member for Carleton.
The government's agenda is not only higher taxes on the middle class today, it's higher taxes down the road to pay the wealthy bondholders and bankers that own Canada's out-of-control national debt. Already $60 billion in additional debt under this government. Another 25 years of deficits, according to his own finance department. Will his fall economic update include a deadline for a balanced budget, and will he tell us today what that deadline is?
Honourable Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, we will not take any lessons from the party that left us with the lowest growth rate since the Great Depression. What we are continuing to focus on is how we can grow our economy. We know that puts us in a better position for tomorrow. We know that our debt as a function of our GDP is going down over time. So we're doing, in a fiscally responsible way, what we promised we'd do. Make life better for middle-class Canadians, put more money in their pockets so they can raise their families and have a successful and optimistic view of the future.
The honourable member for Victoria.
I've been getting calls from so many Canadians and constitutional